read into the comment from his brother.
The clarification sounds very shaky, right? Because even KD says 81, like this year.
Right.
So when you tweet get out of here, it comes in the context of this season. So I don't know. Maybe Tony's right. Look, I don't think KD knows for sure what he's going to do. Here's the deal: the rumblings around the league are that this is probably his last year there. The New York stuff is real. Scott Perry, who's the GM in New York, was worked in Seattle when they drafted KD. They became close. KD, you know, he likes New York. And so that's real. But the sentiment in Golden State is that KD will not finish his career here. But there are some people that think he will stay next year because he wants to play that first year in the new arena. So that's what they're hoping for, at least.
That's what they're hoping.
Yeah, that he stays another year. And here's another reason they think it could be 2 years. Okay, we mentioned New York. Kyrie coming out and saying, I want to stay in Boston. Now, whether that's true or not.
He said that in Cleveland, too.
Right. But if that's true, if Kyrie stays in Boston, then who's KD go there with? Now, it could be Kyrie or it could be Jimmy Butler. If Jimmy Butler is up in Miami or somewhere where he stays, now who you going there with? The 2 years thing makes sense in Golden State because if I'm KD and I want to go to New York, I want to see, first of all, the development of this culture. They got off to a good start last night, beat Atlanta. See how they develop, see what Kevin Knox becomes. But more importantly, what about Kristaps Porzingis? If he only plays 15 games this year, how are you going to put your faith in him if you're KD when he's been hurt all the time? So you might want to see him develop, see him stay healthy, see him sign long-term, and then also do me and Kyrie go, do me and Durant go, so, or me and Jimmy Butler. So the 2 years thing kind of makes sense. One thing I don't think will happen, certainly I don't think if KD leaves next year, he doesn't go to the Lakers. Not in 1 year. I don't think it makes sense for him to go help LeBron win rings. And KD thinks he's better than LeBron.
Yeah.
He thinks he's better than LeBron.
He knows he is.
No.
And he felt that way when he went to Golden State. He wanted to see LeBron in the finals and show that he was. Whether that's true or not, that's his.
He did want
that was his view.
But he wanted to see him right.
Oh yeah. He wanted to see him with his back.
Yeah, he didn't want to see him with OKC. He didn't want to see him with that. It's easy.
Right. I would have wanted to see LeBron with Steph and Clay and but I'm just saying, KD thinks he's better than LeBron. And I like that mentality.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that.
So
it's not true, but I don't have no problem.
Let me say this one thing. This is the only scenario I can see him going to the Lakers. If he does stay in Golden State for 2 years, okay? Let's say they win the next 2 rings. He's got 4 now to LeBron's 3. LeBron's 2 years older. You would think not quite as good. Maybe no one else has joined him in L.A. And Durant would go there as like a savior rather than a co-star or the second guy.
Maybe.
And then he could feel like, okay, I always got 1 more ring than LeBron. So that's the only scenario I see him going to the Lakers.
Getting AD.
That's real.
We getting AD. And I told Skip Bayless that long time ago.
That could, that's the guy the focus is on.
Yeah.
That's the guy to focus on.
Yeah, put that in my pocket.
LeBron's client.
But don't do that, Skip. See, don't do that, Skip. Why would you say that? Rich Paul oversees Clutch Sport. LeBron is a client in Clutch Sport. That's it.
The fact that AD went with Rich does at least put L.A. right at the top of his list.
Does that allow you to pay under the table money?
You know what?
Hollywood?
Let me go ahead and go.
I don't know.
It's hard to ignore when a family member says something like this because family knows you so well. And remember, I've always felt this way. Family must be very careful about what they say because people automatically assume, be it right or wrong, it's coming from said player that they're talking about. So you have to be careful, and he tries to backtrack this. There's a reason why Kevin Durant signed 1-year deals. He could have easily signed a 5-year deal when he first went there. LeBron signed 1-year deals because he wanted to have assurances from, what's the owner? Dan Gilbert. There was no assurances that need to be had by Joe Lacob and Peter Gruber. They're going to always do what's right by the players. They always do what's on the up and up. LeBron had to sign these 1-year deals to keep Dan Gilbert's feet to the fire. And then when he could no longer hold his feet to the fire, he says, I'm bouncing. There's no reason for Kevin Durant to do this. So it tells me that he always wants his options to be able to bounce when he wants to bounce. Not when, well, I got 2 more years, I'm gonna bounce after that. Kevin Durant says, I can pick up these pieces right after this season and hit y'all with these 22s, I'm up out of here. So, with that being said, Skip Bayless, Chris Broussard, Kevin Durant should feel he's better. He's not. But you notice when he started puffing out his chest and walking bad, when he joined them other 2 light-skinned fellas down in Golden State. Because I was a freshman, my brother was a senior. When I walked into high school, I was the baddest thing because I know couldn't nothing touch me because I had a senior for a brother. He got real tough when he joined them 2 light-skinned guys in Golden State and Draymond, didn't he? Now, all of a sudden, he want to talk about how tough he was. He ain't say a word when he was in OKC when LeBron wiped the floor with him every time he saw him.
Who was Draymond in the parking lot crying for on a cell phone? You got to come save us. Who was that? Kevin Durant.
Yes, but when he was in OKC and LeBron had him crying.
When? When he was a baby?
Oh, now he a baby now.
He was a baby.
Sometimes when babies are bad, you got to spank them. You spare you spare a rod, you spoil the child. He was bad. And you put him over here, yop.
And then the baby grew up.
No, he didn't. No, he
Baby
didn't.
grew
No,
up.
he went and got some more babies.
Game 3s in the King's house. He took the games over back-to-back.
Skip.
Finals MVP. It
Steph
wasn't
Curry
about
averaged
Steph.
30.
It wasn't about Clay. It wasn't about Draymond. It was about that guy, 35. So, what I know about Kevin Durant's family is he kind of rises and falls with all of them.
Yeah.
It's way up and it's way down. Sometimes they're a little estranged. Sometimes he's not speaking. He's had issues with his mom. We've had his mom on the show, but he went for a whole year. They were kind of split apart. And it just, I'm not going to put all that much stock in Tony's comment on an IG post from his brother Kevin, because silly me, maybe I'm too old school, but when I first saw filling the hand up before, I thought, I'm going way back, but I'm going Steel Curtain Steelers. They're one for the thumb, right? So filling the hand up to me, my first flash was, oh, he wants to win 3 more. Like they want to just go dynasty here and fill up his right hand with rings and then bounce, as in retire. That's what I thought, you know? Okay, because I don't think Kevin wants to play forever like Tom Brady does.
This is what we
Kevin's
know.
already talked about, right?
This is what we know for certain.
Okay.
As long as he plays in Golden State, he'll never be greater than LeBron. He's going to have to go elsewhere, win a title, for even to be a conversation. You can't go join a team that's 73-9 and then think you the best. That's never going to happen.
Okay, but do the hypothetical. What if they win 5 rings in a row? What if he wins, not him, just him, 5 in a row? You don't think that qualifies him for all-time greatness?
That one title that LeBron got in Cleveland means more than he had gotten 3 in Miami or 4 in Miami. Just that one. Just that one.
I do think, to Skip's point, and we've talked about this with LeBron, you know, the millennials in 10 or 15 years may have him as the GOAT over MJ, because the details get muddy. So you are right. If we can look at Kevin Durant one day and say he won 5 straight when LeBron was in the league,
and just do
the details get murky.
Okay, well, what if he is the MVP of the finals 5 straight years? I know that's virtually impossible to pull off, but what if he did?
Right.
Would that not qualify him for all-time greatness?
But they're going to look at it like, well, hold on. The dude went and joined up with a 2-time league MVP in his prime.
Details get murky.
No, there ain't no details. No,
start to fade.
with you, they get murky. Hey, he just happened to join 2 of the top 5 shooters of all time. You're going to say Steph Curry. It's Steph Curry, I believe he's the greatest shooter of all time. Klay Thompson ain't far behind. Whether you like Reggie Miller, you like Larry Bird, or whoever you like, when it's all said and done, Klay Thompson's going to be a top 5 shooter. That's what he joined, to take down LeBron.
Who's the best player on that team?
KD.
Not even close.
KD is the best player, but the most important player is Steph Curry. I still believe that.
You
say
do
that?
Skip, though, if he went to New York and won the championship,
We got to discuss.
right?
Yeah, we got to
and that's why, look, if Porzingis
who?
is healthy,
Okay, with Porzingis.
and if you go there with a Kyrie or a Jimmy Butler, that's what has to happen. You do that, though,
Now we
you can
talking.
win the East, and then you can win it all.
Now we talking.
That would be huge for him.
But you better hurry up, because we got somebody coming.
I think it would be huge to go help
That man
LeBron win a ring.
We only know,
Seriously.
that'll change my mind. I'm in the AD.
That'd be LeBron's 17th year.
So next year.
Yeah.
But if you're KD, though, you got to be more competitive. At least get one.
Oh, now you wanted to be competitive?
No, I'm
After
saying.
you joined Golden State? Now you wanted to be competitive.
I get it, but I'm saying if he thinks he's better than LeBron, that means he wants to be better than LeBron. He wants to be regarded as better than LeBron. So he's got to feel like if I get at least one more ring than LeBron, and then I go help him when he's an old man, win a ring. Maybe Durant will be the finals MVP playing with LeBron.
Now you want to feel you better.
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that's probably what he's thinking.
But where was this talk at when he was in OKC? I ain't see no chest stuck out.
Okay,
No prude. I ain't see no preening.
He was stuck with a primary decision maker who he thought he couldn't win a championship
With two MVPs on his roster.
Skip, you've questioned, though, whether Durant could be the leading guy. Not just he's the best player, but is he the leading guy? I mean, it's probably Steph.
The GM said no.
Can he be the leading guy on a championship team? We still have those questions out there.
Al Horford got more votes as being a leader than Kevin Durant. Al Horford.
Yeah, but Kevin Durant won all the clutch categories, all the shooting.
He won one category. One.
Who do you want taking the last shot? Kevin Durant.
One.
Yeah.
My guy got 8 of them.
And you know what? I always question it because Sam Presti questioned in Oklahoma City all those years, who was the alpha? Who do you want with the ball in his hands at the end of the game? And they decided it was Russ. That was always their choice. And Kevin knew that.
They had him, guess what? They had him in game 5, game 6, game 7.
Yeah,
and he had the ball in hand. What happened?
Kevin really disappointed me when Russ first hurt his knee and he was gone for the Memphis series.
And what happened?
Kevin shrank in that one.
Lost, yeah.
But then the most shocking thing I've seen in watching the NBA is with the weight of the NBA world on Kevin Durant's shoulders because he had left Russell Westbrook and joined forces with the champs. What did he do in that first time around the finals? Boy, he just blew me away.
Skip,
I mean, he had Steph Curry.
I was going to say, let's be fair. It's a
You don't
lot
think he
easier.
had pressure on him?
No,
first final?
because the defense has to pay so much attention to Steph and Clay that it was so much. I'm not taking anything away from what he did.
No.
But let's put
Steph
it in
just averaged
context.
29, 8, 9 in that finals the first year.
It's just
Averaged
easier when
30.
you got two other stars that the defense has to focus on.
And yet LeBron James wasn't paying much attention to KD on defense because KD pulled right up in his face in the first game 3 2 years ago and just hit it right in his face. That was the shot of the finals.
He made a shot, Skip.
Yeah.
But you make it seem like LeBron. LeBron had 40 that game,
Yeah, it
too.
was triple-double.
I mean, come on, Skip.
They had the lead in that game and couldn't hold it.
Yeah, you know who else had the lead?
Well, they did.
Tom
They had
Brady
the
had the
lead
lead
in
in
the
the Super
fourth
Bowl. 33-32. He had the lead.
Yeah, but then he had to score 41 to even have a chance.
So LeBron needed to come down and hit another 3.
Are you telling me LeBron's better than Tom Brady?
I'm just saying. All I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Who took that 3? Somebody took a 3 and didn't draw iron.
Who?
I don't know. Who took that 3?
Which one are you talking about now?
The one they lost 2 years ago. Who took that 3-point shot and didn't draw iron, Skip? Somebody was 0 for 7 from 3 that night.
Which game are you talking about? I don't even know.
Game 3 of the NBA Finals. One guy took a 3-pointer. One guy was 0 for 7 from the 3-point line that night. You know who I'm talking about. I ain't saying no name because they ain't none of my...
Kyle Korver.
Kyle Korver.
Kyle missed
One
that.
of the best three-point shooters ever.
And another guy was 0 for, though.
The guy you said should have taken the shot from the corner. That
Yes,
guy?
yes.
Yeah, when LeBron passed up a chance to just go to the free
He
throw line.
did. He got Kyle.
Great.
You just told me yesterday Kyle Korver is the top 5 3-point shooter of all time.
Top 6.
Now you don't. Oh, so now you don't want to take it a 3-point.
The good news is the NBA's back, so we're going to see more of you, Chris. 'Cause that was a good time. All right. Is everything okay in Minnesota with Jimmy Butler and his teammates? I'm starting to worry. We'll discuss next.